Capricorn. It's your girl, Mercy, the Big Body Bands. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's good with you for early September, Capricorn. As you come in, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. Share this video with someone that you love. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, send me a love donation. Follow me on any other platform. Check out my music or subscribe to my Patreon. Now is the perfect time to do so. It's at the beginning of the month. There's a lot of dope, timeless content up there. Um, let's get into prayer. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, soul sky, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Capricorns, sun, moon, rising, and north node to see what messages you have for them for early September. Please protect the space from any negative. Only allow energies of love and light to enter. I say thank you, Spirit. Listen, there really is something about shifting your perspective, shifting your mindset, right? I have to, heavy on the I have shifting. I have to I get to, you know. I need to I want to. 1:11 on the clock. That them being the difference in your manifestation, them being the difference in the intention, the energy behind the difference in your results. 1:23 on the clock. You being able to move forward with certain things that have been holding you back for a while. Yeah, really honoring it being a blessing to do some of the things that you are able to do in your life that you get to, really honor the way that you're privileged in certain ways. You know, it's something about honoring the connections in your life that are a blessing, the people in your life that are a blessing, you being blessed to get to interact with them. This is like being annoyed or overwhelmed with family, but you being really blessed that you get to have your family, that you have that connection, that you get to experience these people. And this is not to say or to downplay, traumatic experiences or people who are unhealthy for you. And that's because that's not what I'm referring to. This is more so like the family that you've created for yourself. For some of you, this is your children, this is your spouse, 222 on the clock, your significant others, the people closest to you. You need to bring these relationships into balance. A Libra could be relevant somewhere. I'm staring at Libra over there too, and so could a Leo. But bringing these connections, these relationships into balance that you feel like you don't have the patience for. Over energy of early September, patience out here in reverse, right? Heavy on the working on your earth magic, starting something from seed, really tending to it. Plants, tending to plants, house plants. Right? I just feel like not having the patience for your seeds. For some of you, it's your seeds, your children, your offspring. But not having the patience to see something grow, to start something from the beginning. You wanting something to happen immediately, have immediate results, fast results. And Aries could be relevant, or if an Aries doesn't see quick results, if they don't get the results they want right away, they're really on you to do something else, or you're really on them to do something else. Be more practical in a certain way. You don't like when people call you stingy, but heavy on the being stingy, having a lot more to give than you actually give to the people who are there for you or the people that you need to. 333 on the clock. Is that what I said? And that's part of the title of this reading. Also, I keep hearing multiples of 3. So paying attention to certain numbers being relevant, multiples of 3 being relevant. Yeah, I feel like working on your patience. I feel like also wanting to see a quick return on something. This doesn't necessarily have to be just money, right? Like, I don't want to do this if I'm not going to see a quick return, or I'm not going to do this. I don't want to do this if I'm not going to sell out immediately. People are not going to be going crazy to get what I want, purchase what I have, get my services. I want an overwhelming reaction to what it is that I have to offer. I want an overwhelming reaction to my efforts, even if my efforts are minimal, even if I'm doing the bare minimum, or what I'm doing isn't so special, maybe unique to me, but isn't so special. It isn't something that someone hasn't seen before. It's people have seen it. I may have to try harder. I may need to perfect my craft a little more. I may need to think a little more outside of the box, and being really frustrated or pissed off for not having the patience because people don't respond the way that you want, or the response isn't overwhelming the way that you want. I also feel like being really impatient of rushing through your healing. Your healing takes time. I feel like getting to a certain level of healing or peace with someone takes time, having to be delicate with them, heavy on the being delicate with a spiritual healer, a spiritual leader, someone I feel like, so I just keep hearing the alien or someone who's not from here. This is Aquarius card too. Aquarius is the alien, could be an Aquarius, but not necessarily someone who is not from here, someone who is foreign to you, alien to you, someone you don't understand. You and someone are two worlds away or come from two different worlds or literally from two different places. You don't understand one another, but you want to heal this connection with this person. You want to be patient with this person. You want to slow down. Have you on the being this way with yourself? I feel like everything that you do, you really rush through and get certain results. Have you on the demonizing someone that you're not supposed to, villainizing someone you're not supposed to, someone who cares for you, someone who's there, someone who cares for you, or someone who always was, you know it was poor judgment. Heavy on the poor judgment. I feel like needing to be real with yourself about where you got to do better by certain people, because in doing better by certain people, you're doing better by yourself. You're living in more integrity. You're honoring yourself. You're also, I feel like it being more abundant. A new level of prosperity, of abundance being out here. For some of you, you really, only associate this with money, but there being certain things money can't buy, certain happiness, you feeling well. The happier you are, the healthier you fucking are. Health being wealth, the richer you really feel at heart, certain connections with your families, really being in harmony, having a good time, really feeling at peace, celebrating the people that you love, a lot of partying and connecting and making memories. But I feel like, and it requiring a lot of money, you investing in people that you want, but I also feel like people will invest in you, or you making a lot of money at certain events, going to social events, being able to make money, being out, having all of your things on display, you know. I also really feel like having multiple streams of income, having a lot going for yourself, being really abundant, but still missing something, or being surrounded by a lot of people, a lot of valuable people, a lot of valuable family members, people who are really important to you, but there's one in particular, or literally one shines brighter than everybody else that you don't have access to. Literally, for some of you, you also dealing with somebody who is surrounded by a lot of people, surrounded by a lot of love, and they don't feel any of it because of this one particular person that they cast out, this one particular person that they didn't take time with, or whose effort they weren't receiving them. You received everybody else's offering, but you didn't receive this person's offering, or you're getting all of these offers, but you want an offering from this person in particular, this one person in particular, and being impatient and wanting it when you want it, obsessing over it even, right? Capricorn, the devil, right? Obsessing over it, but also the devil's in the details, trying to figure out how it's going to happen or what's going to be said, or even fucking playing out conversations in your head word for word, trying to tell yourself that, what's going to happen, when really all you want is certain harmony, or you want a certain everybody to be on the same page. You don't get it because of the way that you obsess over it. You manifest that outcome because of the way that you worry about it, and without putting in the effort, without working on it, without producing. You want people to buy and support, or you want people to be there, you want to be surrounded, with all these people, but you're not putting in the work. Eight of Pentacles, you're not working on these connections. You're not really putting in the time and the energy, the effort, the paying attention to the detail, the way that you need to really meticulous work. Patience in reverse, not having the patience to tend to the things that you need to. Okay, and that's the difference. I also really feel like, I feel like slowing down, or literally you will see that your efforts won't go unnoticed. There's something about objects, art. They could be round shape, circular motion. Literally, someone makes the same thing, different variation, the same thing over and over again, producing over and over again. Art pieces. They're really honoring your art. Also, it's giving CDs, albums, music, something about this producing. I feel like someone has a lot to offer, a lot of songs, a lot that you haven't heard, someone hasn't listened to, someone didn't listen to the album. It was in reverse. Someone hasn't heard the album. It's such a gem. Have you not giving someone their flowers, or this is you, or it went over your head. You don't know the magic, or you don't know how many people are still drawn to something, or how many more people are on the way. This is just the beginning. someone's on the radio, someone gets acknowledged. I also feel like someone who's been putting in a lot of work elsewhere is really jealous somehow. There's some jealousy on their heart, or there's jealousy on your heart with someone else. Pick what side you on, because the way that they naturally excel without having to do so much. Someone's been trying to get heard or recognized for years, and then here you come along, you just get recognized, with no problem, or really naturally. They got an issue with that, or vice versa. You feel this way, how someone could just do something with ease that you worked really hard for. You don't know how someone could make it work. You don't know how they could acquire what they've acquired without having to put in the strenuous fucking work day by day that you have, or someone feels this way about you. Pick what side you on. Either way, someone is taking the path of least resistance, and you would do well to do the same. Have you on the needing to heal your heart, needing to stop fighting where you want to love on certain people, where you want to right certain wrongs. I feel like someone that you love is at a distance, fighting with someone that you love at a distance. Hi, love. Hi, London. Thank you, London. Yeah. Really, there's something about you and a Taurus, having the wanting to be really close with the Taurus, be really close with the Empress. Not being as close with the Taurus as you would like to, not being as in alignment with them, or literally the Taurus is pissed off, but also someone is ready to fight. Someone's ready to fight because their heart has been hurt. Are you ready to fight for the connections that you are, heavy on there being a Leo around, a fire sign around, in a real way. Someone is ready to fight for a connection. The heart, someone who rules the heart, someone's heart is really big. The Leo's heart is really big. Someone needs to strengthen their heart, really ask themselves who they love or what they love, and leave what they don't alone. Okay? I'm a Taurus moon too. Taurus rising, Taurus moon. Yeah. Heavy on the earth energy. Plant your seeds. You're not planting your seeds the way you need to be planting your seeds. Plant your seeds. Plant your seeds. I also really feel like someone is on display. Someone's art, someone's work is on display. You haven't studied it the way that you need to study it, or someone hasn't done their homework on you. Someone doesn't know your history, or the history of what they're doing, or how well, or or the quality of something, or what you should be doing. What something really meant. You skimmed through something. You don't know how talented someone is, or how much they have things in the bag, or how much is at their disposal. Or what are you leaving for later on in the month? I really feel like when you step into, you see how powerful someone is. This could be this fire sign, this Leo. You see what they manifest for themselves with ease, or I also really feel like the ball is in someone else's court. This is whether this is yours or someone else's, but the ball being in someone else's court, someone having a whole lot of power. You're gonna have to be smart with how you move forward with someone who's pissed off with you. For some of you, this is your child's mother. This is the Empress, or someone has to be careful with how they move forward with you, the Empress, because the ball is in your court after what someone's did. I feel like you have a lot of heart healing you need to do, a lot of heart expansion you need to happen, heart healing, heart expansion, working on your heart chakra in a real way. And I feel like you want overnight healing, overnight success. Something about this, it doesn't happen this way overnight. I feel like was the name of Sagittarius's reading. You may be dealing with a Sag. Go watch Sag reading. You just said you were a Sag Venus, but you wanting some type of overnight healing, overnight to happen. It's not going to happen this way. Also, get in a bath. Someone needs a spiritual bath. Long overdue, needing a spiritual bath, needing to do your rituals. Need the self-care, being a ritual. Whatever is a routine, whatever you do with intention is a fucking ritual. And I just feel like, someone knows that they have what you want. Someone knows that the ball is in their fucking corner. Someone knows that how powerful they are, how bad they are. Someone has not forgiven or forgotten what you said, what you did, or this is you taking it with you. Okay? You taking it with you. You taking it with you. Heavy on this energy. It really makes for unpleasant connection. It's up to you. You have all that you need. You have the strength that you need to shift a connection with someone to make it go in the direction that you want. You got to show up. I also feel like you're not soft, you're not loving, you're not nurturing, and that shit not gonna fly at this stage of your game, this stage in the game. That shit not gonna fly. All that, I feel like it being really oppressive, really abusive, you know, you be really cold, right? The Emperor, nobody got time for that. Next to the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is tired of being dominated or being abused for her soft nature. Or literally, you gonna have to find some balance, you know, and reeling it in with the beast within. You know, I just feel like you keep getting a cold shoulder from someone, or someone's going to continue to be rough with you, aggressive with you, or cold with you, or you know, unless you soften, unless you soften towards them, unless you show them some love. You know, I feel like someone doesn't know love. That's the problem. Never having known love. Well, you need to start with you. Self love. It starts with you, pouring into yourself, not just others, but into yourself, finding balance and pouring into yourself as much as you do others. You know, and I also feel like not having so much fucking resentment when you pour into others, giving more of yourself, overextending more than you should, and then being really resentful that you did it. Stop doing things that you don't want to do. Heal your heart. Heal your heart. Heal your heart. Love on divine feminine. For my masculines, connect with the divine feminines in your life. Connect with you know, love on them. Be soft with them. Be gentle with them. Connect with your own emotions. Connect with your own heart. Connect with the divine feminine within you, your own feminine energies. You know, allow yourself to step into receptive mode. You don't have to take anything by force. I feel like because people are not going, people are not in alignment, people are not in partnerships with you when you show up this way. I also really feel like I've given you this fucking reading before. If you get readings from me regularly, or you watch this regularly, some of you have heard me say this exact fucking thing to you. Whether this was a month ago, 2 months ago, or what. I feel like deja vu or repeating the same thing, or someone's story is not changing. This is it. This is what you have to do. This is how you have to show up for the next level of your life, the next chapter, the next season of your life. Anyway, I really feel like someone being done talking to you because they keep saying the same thing, or you being done talking because you have to keep saying the same thing. You know, someone has to get it on their own. I've prayed all I can pray. I've said all I can say. I've offered the advice that I can offer. You got to get it on your own. You got to figure it out on your own. You got to get the help you need, Capricorn. Or this is you saying this to someone else. Either way, I feel like it's the best thing for both of you. It's the path of least resistance for both of you. Because you not getting the help that you need, or this person not getting the help that they need, not taking accountability for how they're showing up and making some adjustments, really is holding them back, really is standing between them and making healthy connections. But also, you know, I also really feel like whoever is on the end of trying to be there for someone, support someone, help someone, overextending themselves, you know, trying to express themselves, get their point across to someone who just can't fucking hear them, because people can only meet you where they're at. And if you ain't doing the work, you can't hear someone. That person is exhausting themselves too, and it would be the path of least resistance would be to stop trying to make whoever see, hear, understand them and do better, improve their life. That energy is better served being turned, you know, internally, and making yourself better. So this is you showing up this way. Put that energy into you, you know, and let them figure it out. And if this is you who needs to figure it out, someone is done pouring into you. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own, and you will. And you will, because when you're out on your own, when your back is to the wall, you'll really see how strong you are, how you know how much you can do for yourself. And I feel like you will soon find out how strong you are. I love you. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. It's your girl, Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.